Hello everyone and welcome to some Jack Tosh basketball. I'm Chris McQuaid, with me is Josh Melvin. And we have our second round matchup here between the number 1 seeded Downers Grove North Trojans and Stag Chargers. This is going to be a great matchup between both teams. Both teams coming off a big win in the first round. DGN blew out their first round opponent by quite a bit, while Stag barely snuck past Wheaton North. Stag actually coming off a very big season, or a really bad season. They were swept in the Jack Tosh tournament last year, going 0-4, but this year they are 11-2 and one of the most improved teams in the state.
Definitely, Marty Struess, the head coach for Stag, has his team playing out of the gym right now, especially led by David Ortiz, the senior forward, as well as Connor Williams, the big man inside as well. So this is a very good Stag team. They don't match up quite as well height-wise to the Downers Grove North Trojans, so you would love to see what number 1, the senior forward, Jake Reimer, standing at a whopping 6'8", can do.
It's actually pretty funny. Reimer and Damos Narvaxis, they actually play AAU ball together at Breakaway Basketball. It's a little rivalry here between the two teammates, and they're tipping it off right now. And the Trojans will win the tip, so here come the Trojans in the South Gym. Welcome to the Tosh. This is going to be a good one.
Very, very interesting decision. It doesn't look like on the, oh, there he is, Jack Stanton, the Princeton D1 commit, number 21, the leader of this offense for DGN, is out there, and he has the ball now.
Here the Trojans doing a little 5-and-out action here. Here's Stanton, he's going to drive, kick it, pump fake, drives baseline to the corner. Thulin now, all the way to the lane. They got to get a shot up soon. He's going to lay it up and in, and that's going to be number 24, Aiden Akawi.
Yeah, Akawai, a great wing for DGN. Very defensive and can take advantage when the opportunity is given, like there.
Here's a rebound. Here comes the Trojans down the floor, down to Reiner, pump fakes, throws it up and in. 4-0 Trojans.
Almost a turnover forced by Stanton, but leading that break and a great pass by number 5, Owen Thulin.
Here come the Chargers trying to break the press here. This is a very good DGN team. They're 7th in the state. This is the biggest game of the Tosh, arguably, so far. Besides, we were actually coming off the St. Lawrence game. That was absolutely crazy.
It was a crazy energy and a crazy ending, and that energy has led to this one. DGN off to a hot start against Stag, who they're going to need to stay close to pull off the upset like St. Lawrence did. They're going to call a foul on
Domas. So Domas and Reiner, I was talking about this earlier, they're actually AAU teammates for Breakaway Basketball, so a little bit of a tension between the two teammates here. There's a foul on him. A
little extra rivalry there between those two, and Breakaway, a great AAU program.
Absolutely. Stanton has it at the top. Making a little audible are the Trojans. Here's Thulin. Thulin calling for a screen. Reimer's going to slip one, and here's Miller. Miller now gets it down low. Reiner posts up, looking to score. Lays it up off the back rim into the Chargers, but it's going to lose the ball, so it's going to stay here with the Trojans. Miller trying to run around some screens. They finally get Reimer involved. Here goes Thulin off the screen now. Lays it up. No good, and back to the Chargers.
The Chargers need to get some points on the board and build some momentum in this one. DGN being a top 10 team in the state, this would be a great win to add to the Chargers' resume.
Here's a 3 ball. It's up. Front rim. Back to the Trojans. Here's Thulin with the board. Finds Miller, but he lost it, and the Chargers are on top of it, but they're going to get him out of bounds.
That was Liberian Gilmore Jr., who had possession on the ground, but his leg was out of bounds, resulting in DGN ball.
Thulin now trying to get around some defenders here. They're going to get a blocking foul against Domas' second, so I believe the Chargers are going to have to pull him out. It's really early to have 2 fouls. And now checking in, number 52, Yusuf Gerard. He's going to have a huge role here for the rest of this half because you know it's going to be hard to play one of your best players at 2 fouls.
That was Musif with the blocking foul.
Stanton. Chargers really picking up big defense. There's a 3 from Stanton. It's deep. Rayner grabs the rebound, hits Miller. Miller, 3 ball. It's up. No good. Bodies flying, balls everywhere. Oh my goodness. Bodies still everywhere. They're going to get a jump ball, and I believe it's going to belong to the Trojans.
It will. The possession arrow is in their favor. Wow, wow, wow. Showing the intensity of the Tosh is that possession right there. It is the start of the game, and they are caring immensely. There is the points leader from the last game DGN played against Highland Park, hitting the 3.
That's Alex Miller. You know, he's another dangerous player. Like Josh said, last game I was able to watch him last night. He was all over that scoring column. He's really stuck out in the box score compared to a lot of the other guys. 7-0, your Trojans lead. You're watching York Sports Network. Hello everyone, welcome back from the short break. All Trojans so far, and the Chargers are looking a little bit for a run here.
Bringing out the full court press is DGN, using their length to their advantage.
There's the first basket of the game for the Chargers. That should be a confidence booster. Trojans
Williams
are pushing immediately. 3-ball, Miller, oh, and he got it. That's his second 3-pointer of the game, and now right back to that 1-2-2 track. Body's flying, he's out of bounds. Yes, he is.
Costly turnovers here for the Chargers. Playing against a team as good as Downers Grove North, you cannot afford to have any turnover mistaken runs like they've had so far. So Coach Struess has to get his team locked in here. Look for the best shot. You got to play it like St. Lawrence did. Tough defense. Take your time and look for the best opportunities.
Yeah, it seems like the Trojans are just rushing the Chargers to take uncharacteristic, just not the best shots. We'll see what Stanton can do. The clock's down to 9 seconds. Step back, pull up, just heaves it up. Not sure what that was, but Chargers now have it.
Most likely looking for a foul there, but great defense by Liberian Gilmore. Stays straight up, doesn't get the foul call. He puts it inside to Ortiz.
Ortiz, pump fake, hits Gilmore. Gilmore, pump fake now. Shots up, no good. Offensive rebound goes to the Chargers. Here's a 3-ball. No, pump fakes, drives, and he's going to get fouled, so he'll go to the line for 2.
Great job there. The offensive, that shows how offensive rebounds are so integral to keeping the the chances of winning high for many teams as Miller goes to the bench.
They get the ball inbounds. Here's Gilmore now. Gilmore receives a screen. Kicks it to Ortiz. Ortiz, wow, great defense from the Trojans.
Right now in a pressing man defense, no need to start trapping right now, especially when you have the lead by 8 and all the momentum this early.
Here's Ortiz, he drives, kicks. Shot clock down to 12 seconds, still looking to create something. Gerard still trying to create a shot. Here's Ortiz, deep three, got it! Are you kidding me? David Ortiz.
That is huge for momentum by David Ortiz. What a clutch shot early on.
Great defense. Here's a three ball, no good. And back to the Chargers.
Huge opportunity here. Reimer taking a three is exactly what you want if you're the Chargers defense.
Ortiz, three, no good. The Trojans now have it back just like that. Here's Thulin, step back, three ball, got it! Owen Thulin makes this back to an 8-point lead for the Trojans.
Big three calms the gym down in favor of DGN. They're going to start trapping here at the line. Williams with it.
Wow, great tip ball, and here comes Stanton, and the Trojans tip ball back to Stanton. He lays it up and in. Great pass from the big fella. That leads to a wide open layup.
A great give and go by Reimer and Stanton leads to an easy bucket.
A lot going on here, just a lot of chaos. Coach Struess really not happy with the past few minutes this game has gone. Chargers really struggling against this trap defense. Now shot clock's all the way down to 9 seconds. Ortiz gets a screen for him. They give it back to him. Screen and pop three. Nothing but air. 1 second left on the clock. They don't get it off. That's a violation.
That is the demonstration of the massive effect the shot clock has on this tournament now, especially since this is the first time teams are using it. A lot of teams love to waste clock and look for that perfect shot. But in this case, you need to leave some time just in case there's a second chance opportunity like there was on that possession. And that would have been a great job. That would have been great if they would have gotten their points out of that offensive rebound, but unfortunately they ran out of time.
They're now moving the ball around. Thulin has it. Drive kicks. Fakes the three, now swinging the ball to the three. Thulin, three ball, no good. And back to the Trojans, they get another offensive board. Here's a three ball, it's up, no good. And another board for Reiner, who's gonna get fouled. He'll go to the line for a pair.
What a job by number 10, Bobby Garanto. It's where rebounding comes in handy, and this size of this DGN team is impressive. Of course, they have the smaller guard in Thulin, but as an all-state receiver, he has all the athletic tools to be able to live on the defensive end quite sufficiently.
So the first free throw is off. That's Bobby Garganto. He's subbed in for Reimer. They're giving him a little bit of a rest, and he actually had 2 offensive rebounds on that last possession, so he's off to a quick start from the bench, but hits the second. And the Chargers are now down by 11 in the first quarter. 50 seconds are now remaining.
Both teams fast pace. So there's only been a combined 21 points here in this first quarter.
Pump fakes the three, drives baseline, kicks it out. Now driving, kicking. Now just running a little bit of a 5-out offense, driving. A lot of passing and cutting here.
Definitely. Stagg needs to be confident with those shots as a charge is called, but with those shots just inside the three-point line, because they are getting DGN to bite on those pump fakes, but they are so far more athletic than Stagg is, so they recover on that drive. So they need to just pump one dribble, one step inside the three-point line, or possibly even a sidestep to get those open looks, and they have to be confident enough to take them, which they haven't been so far.
From what I've seen, at least, it seems like the DGN defense is really speeding up this Chargers team, making them stressed out, and they're really being forced to take shots that maybe they're not really used to taking, and sometimes they haven't even had enough time to get a shot up. With this new shot clock rule, they've really been struggling. Here's Thulin. Thulin's having a hard time getting around his defender. He drives, draws a foul, and it's going to be on the ground. That's going to be a foul on number 20 of the Chargers, Mufid Hijaz.
He's been great so far on the defensive end. Drawing a charge earlier. He's been in the way of many offensive drives by DGN.
So Thulin is at the line for 2. Thulin's actually had a great start to this ball game, hitting a triple earlier, now at 4 points, but he's been all over the court, and he is the only DGN starter that has not subbed out yet, which is just really shows you how important he really is to this DGN team.
Definitely, he is the offensive engine that makes this great offense go. Him at guard, the wing Stanton, and the big man Reimer. Those are the big 3 of this DGN Trojans team. All 3 of them on the bench now, so we'll see what the rest of the team can do. A risky pass. Oh, wow. Almost converts.
Yeah, that was a crazy little sequence there. I don't even know if that pass was intended for him, but he almost knocked down the 3 to end the half. Stag down by 13, 18-15, 18-5. DGN leads. You're watching York Sports Network. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the South Gym. There's a little bit of chaos going on here in the main gym for the Jack Tosh tournament between Palatine and Riverside Brookfield. Josh, you want to give us an update?
Yes. Both great teams, but it is a tie game, 3.6 seconds remaining. We do not know who has the ball yet so far, but that shows the greatness of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. The first 2 games of the 2 winners going down to the wire.
Yeah, Josh, you mentioned the energy of this tournament. There seems to be a little different of energy as this tournament is way more stacked than we've seen in years, and just it's bringing a lot of the community from all different sorts, because we know there's teams from downstate this year, there's teams from the suburbs, there's teams from everywhere. Let's get back to this game. DGN now has the ball, up 13. Stag looks like they've switched to a 3-2 zone. Actually, no, they're back to man-to-man, excuse me. Ortiz now defending the ball. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. Stanton's got it, the Princeton commit. Crossover, drives, puts it up. Off the glass and not in. Ball will now belong to the Chargers. Here's Gilmore. Williams drives. Now he's going to reset the offense. Finds Ortiz. Now just another turnover by the Chargers, and here come the Trojans down the floor. Stanton, step back, pulls up, no good. And Gilmore gets the ball back for the Chargers. He's not pushing it down the floor. He's going to slow it down now. Find Ortiz.
Very costly turnover there. The Chargers need to get it together and start making shots and even getting good looks at all, as there's one there.
And one! Are you kidding me? Right as Josh Melvin says it, he delivers an and one and a chance to cut this lead down to 10.
Great job there. Tough make by Tariq Barakat. Apologies. So he's going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. This is huge. DGN has not been making their shots on a consistent basis so far, as all 5 starters are back in. So you're looking for a run for DGN. So this stretch here for the next 3 to 4 minutes is going to be very integral for Stag in the long game.
So Stag will go back to a man-to-man defense. Thulin kicks it. Now Miller has it. Palatine just won on a buzzer beater. So that is it for Riverside Brookfield, as they're tournament hopes are finished. Wow, what an upset for the Pirates. Anyways, Thulin's got the ball back. Thulin trying to break it. It's stolen by Gilmore. Here come the Chargers. Gilmore carves his way to the basket. Crazy circus shot. He gets fouled, so he'll go to the line for 2.
Irish meeting Riverside Brookfield. How does that happen? We're watching the replay right now. Connor May, their number 1 scorer, is wide open under the basket. And just absolutely horrid defense in the last split seconds, but Palatine off to their second straight quarterfinal appearance here at the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic.
As Gilmore knocks down the first. Yeah, Josh, last year Palatine did make a huge run, and that is the first of maybe many buzzer beaters of the Tosh. So there you have it, the first buzzer beater, and it's a big upset for the Pirates. Wow, the number 1, one of the best teams in this tournament, one of the best players, Sissage, they get shut down by the Pirates, and the Pirates will survive and advance the next round. Anyways, the Chargers have it down to an 8-point game here in the South Gym. Gilmore with the steal. Here come the Chargers now with a little momentum. Williams. It's Gilmore. Gilmore drives. Baseline. There's a wild pass. Williams saves it. Shot clock at 25 seconds.
Great opportunity here to cut it to 2 possessions for Stagg. It'll be very impressive after looking quite poor on the offensive end so far.
There's a 3-ball from Williams. Rattles around and in! Are you kidding me? Connor Williams!
What a job there. A little shooter's touch at the end, a shooter's luck for Connor Williams, but he's going to be the driving force in this Stagg offense. He's one of the better shot makers for the team.
There's a corner 3! Anything you can do, I can do better. Now an 8-point game.
Great job by Thulin. That's his third silencing 3 of the game. It feels like every time Stagg makes a big 3 and starts to make a run, Thulin is there to silence him.
Yeah, Thulin's just been a very important part of this game. Here's Williams breaking the press for the Chargers. He's been the main force on the offensive side of the ball for them. As he finds Yusuf in the corner for 3, no good. And Reiner is there to pick that ball back up. And here comes Stanton and the Trojan kicks. Corner 3, Miller. That's all day. We know Miller loves that shot, and there it is again.
Miller, a great shooter, especially when he's set and has time like that. Yusuf Gerard not able to get to the corner in time. Extends the lead to 11 now.
Yeah, what it looks like Chargers may have found something. You know, DGN's there as there's a jumper from Ortiz to make the lead only single digits for the Trojans.
That's something I've noticed about a lot of great teams, and DGN is a great team, is that they can stomp out any run before it becomes too big. They are great at it. And those couple of 3s show it right there. Stagg finally brings it within 2 possessions. They have a turnover, and then Miller and Thulin respond and extend it back to 11. That is just what every great team does, from the high school level all the way to the pros. And I feel like that's what made those Warriors dynasties insane, is they could go on a run for 6 to 8 points in 10 seconds like it's nothing.
Well said, Josh. And now checking in, one of the stars for the Stag team. He got in foul trouble early. Domas is back in, so we'll see if his impact is felt on the glass, because that's where the Chargers have been struggling most. Swing, 3-ball, Miller, no good. And Connor Williams brings down the board for the Chargers. Williams, 3-ball, got it! 6-point game, Connor Williams knocks down another triple.
And he pointed to the spot where he wanted it.
Thulin went for almost another silencing 3, but in and out it went, and here comes Gilmore down the floor. There's a 3-ball, he got it! Now a 3-point game! Chargers are starting to make a big run. That was Tariq Barkat off the bench.
What a job by Barkat. No one thought he was going to take that shot, especially coming off the bench, but then he drains it, making this a 3-point game.
Stanton for three, no good. Here comes Domas, it's pickpocketed. He went over and back. Yes, he did. Thulin got a steal, and the Chargers bench is loving it.
Wow, both teams making runs. Some people have been saying this Stag team is not as good as their record, but so far they're proving it, hanging with the top 10 team in the state of Illinois. This is a huge test for Stag and the confidence for Coach Marty Struess and his Chargers squad.
Not to mention, Stag's actually on a 6-5 run here in the past few minutes. They're up 18-5. The Trojans were in Stag. It's been all Stags since that first quarter. There's a travel, wow, he traveled, but it's gonna be a foul on Owen Thulin first. So they will get the ball out of bounds here. Don't like him. Good. Here comes Williams down the floor. Pump fakes the three, and now they're going to reset the offense. Shot clock at 28 seconds. Williams finds Domas. Backhart now has it. He drives, kicks it. Now they're just running 5 out once again. Ortiz has it. Back to Backhart.
First opportunity since the start of the game to tie.
Wow, Connor Williams almost tips it in, but Ortiz is there for the follow-up, and it's now down to a 1-point game.
Shows the importance of offensive rebounds. Not the second, but the third opportunity they get it. It's a 1-point game.
Here's Thulin. Thulin pump fakes. Gets it down low. Spin move. Lays it up, and it's blocked. And here come the Chargers, only down 1 and a chance to take the lead. Backhart gets it down low. There's an open layup. He got it. He got it. 25-24 Chargers. They were down 13 at the beginning of this quarter and now lead by 1. And that forces a timeout. This gym is rocking.
It is electric in here, and the Chargers are charging to take down the Trojans. They've been incredible. As you said, they were up 18-5. So therefore, since then, they've gone on a 20-6 run the Chargers have against DGN. Absolutely incredible job by Marty Struess and this offense. They're finally taking shots that are not ill-advised. They're finally making those shots. These good opportunities they're creating for themselves, they are converting. It is all coming from the hands of Connor Williams leading this Chargers squad.
Josh, this is only the second day of the Jack Tosh tournament. Second day, you never see matchups like this. But like we were saying, this tournament is so much more stacked than it has been in years. Everyone is here. This gym is packed. It's a great scene. Everyone loves it. And the Chargers are beating the number 7 ranked Trojans after being down 13, like you just explained. And with that, we're going to step aside for a quick break. You're watching York Sports Network. Welcome back from the short break. This quarter has been all Chargers, and see what DGN can respond with here. We know they're a great basketball team, very well coached and disciplined, so wouldn't be surprised if they strike back here.
Definitely two great coaches here for both teams.
Here goes Miller. He's going to drive. Kicks it. Thulin. 3-ball. In and out. Thulin dishes down low. The ball's just loose everywhere. Now Miller drives. It's picked off by Ortiz, and now there's going to be a foul. So the Stag has the ball with the lead and a chance to extend it even more.
Thulin making every dad proud, following his shot and getting the rebound. Something I think both Christian and I have been told more than 1,000,000 times in our life, but showing the viability or the value of doing so.
Well said by Josh, and here come the Chargers. Williams here just resetting it. Here's Ortiz now. DGN has really stepped up their man-to-man defense. A little frustrated about how they're playing these past few minutes. The shot clock now at 8 seconds. Backhart trying to score. He lays it up and in. What a move from Backhart off the bench. Are you kidding me?
Tough lay. What a great job at creating space for himself. He has amazing body control, using shifts and bumps to create space in those past 2 huge baskets on his end, as he is one of the leaders for Stag with 8 points, tied with Connor Williams.
It's crazy. I have to mention Domas is still on the bench. He's in foul trouble. Stag went on a run without one of their best players. I mean, that's a mismatch. Reiner on Yusuf, he still has a foot on him, but when Domas is in there, it's much more even. It's crazy to see that size doesn't always matter. The coaching and whoever wants it more. The Chargers have wanted it more in this corner. There's a wild pass, and that ball will belong back to the Chargers.
And this is the energy you love to see from a team that has been shown that they were the dogs coming into this one. I'm sure they've all seen those slow Shea rankings. DGN at number 7, the disrespect that they feel that they've had, and great job by Coach Struess to bring the energy. Now you just got to bring it all 36 minutes to be able to win this game.
3-ball, Backhart off the bench, no good. Now DGN has it. 20 seconds and the shot clock will not be in play here. I wouldn't be surprised if they hold for the last shot.
Barcott meeting Thulin. Thulin taking his time, trying to control the pace, and that's what DGN does so well. That's what Thulin and Stanton did well last year against Kenwood, and how they were able to beat that amazing Kenwood team as they controlled the pace, hit their shots, and showed off their athleticism. That's what they're going to need to start doing here to take an extended lead like they did early, as they are down 3.
Well said, Josh. Looks like there's a little bit of a chippy action, a foul. Looks like DGN will get the last shot here. They are down by 3. They could use any basket to make this game closer. Stanton inbound, the Princeton commit. He chucks one in the corner. Miller 3, that's a far skip pass, and you know he's gonna hit it. That's a crazy play. You're never gonna see a skip pass from that far out. And that brings this first half to a close. Josh, if the Road Dogs, if Stag wants to come out of the half and win this ball game against the number 7 ranked Trojans, what are they gonna have to do to put themselves in a perfect situation to come out with the dub?
I mean, they've kind of been doing what they've needed to do ever since they were down 18-5. That's 0 turnovers, 0 mistakes, very minimal fouls, and a lot of good shot making. We'll have to get the stats on their shooting percentage. I wish we could see the first quarter, second quarter breakdown on that, because it's been 2 completely different Stag Charger teams that have come out to play, and they just need to keep it going. Anytime you see a team, even though Stag coming in with 11-2, I do not want to disrespect them. They have definitely, being the lower seed, they are definitely not expected if the game goes chalk to win this game. And whenever that happens, you're perceived as the underdog. You need to bring that energy that they have 24/7. The entire 36 minutes, they have to bring that energy, that effort, that defensive toughness that they've had so far to shut down, leading to only 9 points scored in the second quarter by Downers Grove North.
Talking about being underdogs, remember Stag last year? They came to this tournament, not much hype at all. Guess what the record was last year in this tournament? 0-4. They have been put down upon in this tournament. No one wants them here. They come here 11-2, in here with one of the best team in this tournament as of right now, the number 7 ranked Trojans. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. I'm Chris McQuaid. With me is Joshua Melvin. You're watching York Sports Network. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So, Jack Tosh basketball. I'm Christian McQuaid. With me is Josh Melvin. This is one of the best second-round matchups I think could have ever seen in a while in this Tosh tournament. I mean, you got the electric Stag Chargers, definitely the underdogs here. Last year swept in the Tosh, like I mentioned, a lot of things put down on them. They're now hanging in here with a top 10 team in state. They're 7th. They got a kid committed to Princeton, too. I mean, this is crazy. The environment here is just awesome. Me and Josh have really enjoyed the first half, hoping to get just as good as the second half. And we'd love to see the Chargers make a good run here and continue their Cinderella story. If you just missed it, Palatine beat the number 2 seeded Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs in a buzzer beater. That was another upset, as well as St. Lawrence taking down a very good Rolling Meadows team, another upset. So we've had 3 upsets already here in the first 2 days at the Tosh, and another one brewing possibly right now.
We shall wait and see. And like I was saying right before break, what matters is keeping the high energy and the confidence in yourself. And that's what Stag has to do to be able to continue to play well ever since being down 13 points.
Picked off, Stanton gets up and lays it in, and that's the way to start the second half if you're the Trojans.
Perfect tone setter for the Trojans. You want to get back in control of this game, flex your muscles and show what you got and show why you are the better team. So you're going to call a blocking foul on Akawai.
I mean, this Trojans team's obviously stacked. All these guys play big-time AAU ball. Thulin's a star receiver, very athletic. I mean, all these guys, this is pretty much a dream team lineup you got. And then you got the Stag Chargers, a little undersized compared to them, but they have been holding their own and showing why they can hang with the big dogs in this game.
100%, and that's something that you always see with great teams in the state of Illinois. You need size, and DGN has no lack of it. On the other hand, Stag does, so we'll see how they're able to compete on the boards. They were bad at first. They got way better as they went on their run, but so far they haven't been very good in the second half.
Thulin misses a layup. Williams grabs it. Williams definitely one of the X factors. Deep 3 from Domas. That was a really unnecessary 3. Rebound, Williams, 3, got it! In the lead, back to the Chargers.
Connor Williams. Two for 3 from 3 before that point. Make it 3 for 4. White hot from deep.
Speaking of hot from 3, Thulin drives and lays it up and in. Lead now back to the Trojans.
You're really going to need Stanton to start making threes. We're checking here at the stat sheet. He went 0 for 4 from downtown. If you want to win this game against a good Stag team, you're going to need your best player to start making them.
Ortiz screen, hits the 3. Are you kidding me, David Ortiz? Gilmore with the foul. He's not happy about that.
What a great job on the offensive end. Anyone can hit a 3. Anyone can take a 3. Domas took one that was pretty close. A little ill-advised, being early in the shot clock and from way downtown. You have to make a few to deserve a heat check 3, and that's what that was. And Connor Williams doing great from downtown. David Ortiz now also 2 made 3s from him.
I'm surprised to see the Stag hanging in here. We know that they're the underdog. We've mentioned it many times against such a good Trojans team. So I'm actually curious to see what the Trojans have up their sleeve here. As there's a pickpocket from Williams. Williams to the cup. Gets hacked at. Is he all right? He's fine. He'll go to the line for 2.
That shows the athletic ability of Owen Thulin. Oh my, he got up. Seemingly to see his head hit the net. Fortunately, the bodies make contact between him and Connor Williams. That is a foul every time, but impressive leap on the move.
Yeah, when York took on DGN in football this year, that was a bloodbath. That was DGN's homecoming. Thulin made some insane catches against York. He showed his leaping ability for being a little bit of an undersized receiver. He made some insane catches against the Dukes and really brought them close to defeating York in that football game as the second one is missed. Pickpocket by Williams. He flips it back, but the Trojans got it. Now a foul on David Ortiz.
I think that's going to be the third on Domas.
Is it on Domas? It is.
I want to make an attempt at his last name, Domas Narcevichius.
Yeah, good luck with that one, Melvin. Hey, that was actually pretty good.
I think that seems right.
I think that's right.
I think that's
Unless
right.
there's like a weird accent or something we don't know about. All right, Trojans down 3 with the ball. Upset brewing here in the South Gym. What do the Trojans have up their sleeve? Now going 3 and out. Stanton, pull up, hits corner. Thulin, 3 ball. Got it. Owen Thulin has an answer every time for the Trojans. Wow, Gilmore really showing his shiftiness right there. Basically crossed up Thulin, got him to stop.
Yeah, the lead ball handler, Gilmore, I've been very impressed with his ball handling and creation. I'd like to see him take a few more shots and drive more confidently. There's a little bit too much heat on that hot sauce.
That's the first turnover I remember from a while from the Chargers. I mean, it's been a minute since they've had turnovers like that. They can't let that get in their head, and they got to continue to keep taking good shots and settling for the best looks possible if they want to defeat a very great Trojan squad. Here's Thulin. Great defense by the Chargers. Shot clock at 20. Stanton pulls up for a 3, and he got it. That's why he's committed to Princeton, folks. He knocks down a big triple in the first time DGN's had a lead in a minute. Look at Gilmore handle the ball, breaking the press against a great defender. Great timeout by Coach Drews. I like that. They can reset it. They're going to want a basket here and use they got to use whatever's up their sleeve here as they're down by 3. And Josh, what would you like to see out of the Chargers to get themselves back the lead and hang around here with a great Trojans team?
Just more shot making. I know that's unoriginal, but they've been great in pretty much every aspect. I really like their defense. They're keeping up with these athletic wings that Downers Grove North keeps throwing at them. And Stagg on the offensive end has done a great job passing so far. They just got to continue to make shots, get good looks, stop fouling, I would say, as they already have 2 fouls in this one. But it's been a great job by Marty Struess and his squad to stay within close. And this DGN team is not invincible like other teams we've had at the Tosh. They've had a couple close scares, especially to Downers Grove South in another rivalry game.
Yeah, speaking of Coach Struess, his brother just signed a big extension with the Cavs. Max Struess, he played at DePaul and he played in this tournament. But Struess, great player, averaging 15 a game for the Cavs. He's got a big role this year.
He does, stepped it up in his role, so you know basketball IQ is in this family, so Marty Struess is the right coach for this Chargers squad.
Great cut, lays it up and in, doesn't matter, he got it. That's 25. 25. It was 20, sorry. Mufid Hijaz, as here come the Trojans down the floor. Stanton, pull up 3, there's his second. No good. Like you said, Josh, you want to see more 3-point attempts, and there it is. He knocked one down earlier. That one looked like it might have gone in, but it missed. The ball now back to the Chargers.
You need your best player to start making those shots. Stanton now 1 for 5 from 3, 20% from downtown, not ideal. Definitely not killing to this DGN team that has so much shooting depth, especially coming from Alex Miller and Owen Thulin. I'd also like to see the bigs more involved. So far, Yusuf Gerard has been a great rebounder here.
Oh, here's a deep ball to Williams. That was just that was a really forced turnover. You can't give DGN chances like this. Here goes Miller. He drops a pass, drives baseline, swing pass, pump fakes a 3, drives, kicks, all 4 tees and stays here. Shot clock at 24.
I mean, I'm sitting here throwing my palms up. That's exactly what not to do to try and beat DGN. You really want to try and force one of the best jumpers in the state. Obviously, we've talked about his receiving ability, but he showed it there again. Dude has hops. He was able to force a turnover there. That was Owen Thulin.
Here's Thulin. Thulin now at 10 points on the game. He's knocked down a few triples and knocked down one free throw. And Williams grabs the board, and the Chargers now have a chance to get the lead back. Here's Williams. Gets it down low to Ortiz. Ortiz drives, throws it up, and no good. Almost got that layup. Loose ball. Ortiz dives, hits the deck. Here goes Thulin. Three ball, no good. And back to the Trojans, but Thulin gets decked. Ortiz hits the deck hard. He gave him the hit stick. Hopefully Thulin's all right. Looks like he is, just little uncoordination there from Ortiz.
Yeah, Hajaz went flying into the scorers table there, showing just the dedication of either side. Both teams have a chance at winning this Jack Tosh Holiday Classic, so it means a lot to both squads.
I could see both of these teams making a big run to the tournament if they can get past this round. The question is who will move on. Stick around to find out. Here's Thulin. Hits Miller. Miller now going back to that 5-out look. They find Thulin. Thulin kicks it. Stanton rises, fires, got it. Jack Stanton knocks it down.
The mid-range is make or break for those best players on teams. Being able to fake the three, get an open shot in the mid-range, you have to hit those analytically inefficient shots to be able to make them worth it.
Three balls up and in, Connor Williams. Are you kidding me? 18 on the day or 15 on the day for Williams. He's keeping his team's Tosh Classic hopes alive.
Seemingly all 15 points coming from three-point range. He has been incredible, tying up the game.
Speaking of three-pointers, Stan launches and misses. Foul on the Trojans. That's going to be on Thulin. How many does Thulin have? That's only his second. It's not the biggest deal in the world here, but the Chargers will retain possession.
Big opportunity here for the Chargers. They've been playing amazing. You love what you're seeing from the wings and Williams, Ortiz, and Gilmore.
Here comes Williams down the floor. It's Gilmore. Gilmore drives to the cup, kicks it out. Yusuf has it now. They're going to get it back to the primary ball handler besides Gilmore. That's Williams. We just mentioned he's had a great night, especially from three-point range. He's going to carve his way to the basket, coast to coast, kicks it. Ortiz, three ball, got it! David Ortiz gets the lead back for the Chargers.
What an incredible night from Ortiz and Connor Williams from three-point range, keeping their team within it.
Great defense from the Chargers. Coach Struess is loving it, and the bench is going crazy. This place is rocking, and the Chargers are starting to feel it. They're starting to feel that confidence. It's just erupting. Now Reimer will check back in.
If DGN, we know you're not playing up to your potential. You want to see more from Reimer. He's been pretty silent overall. Only 2 points on the night, and Stanton you want to see more efficiency from. You know this is an amazing, amazing team with great potentials. There's a good inbounds play.
Great defense by the backup center, Yusuf.
As it goes off Stanton's leg, that's a costly turnover, and that's continually being forced by the Chargers. Incredibly so. This extremely talented team has to start living up to their abilities in DGN. I'd also like to see more shots come from Miller. Does have 12 points, but that shows you how good he's been. An extremely efficient 12 points from number 25 in black.
There's a block pass from Stanton. Gilmore shakes him off, however, he kicks it. Connor Williams, another three. Got it! Connor Williams! Are you kidding me?
Absolutely incredible from him. He's up to 18 now.
There's a foul. And DGM will head to the free throw line.
That is a mood setter right there. Number 33. Oh my goodness.
I wasn't sure, at least, if Stagg was going to be able to hang around with such a talented DGN team, but they have proved me wrong. They are now up by 5 with that free throw going in. And Josh, what do you think that DGN needs to do if they're going to want to hang around and give themselves a chance to beat this Stag team that's playing very hot right now?
Obviously, Stanton has been not very efficient, but he is your best player. However, you really want to see the guys who are hot get the ball. So get it to Miller, get it to Akawai, get it to whoever else is being efficient, and I really want to see Reimer get it more. He has barely gotten it despite a massive size advantage to him, to anyone that the Chargers can offer.
And you have to remember, Josh, the Chargers were down by 13 at one point, and they have just stormed back into this game, playing with a lot of confidence after coming out a little shaky to start. It looked like DGM was going to crush the Stag team into pieces. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Gilmore's got a chuck. And that's going to be an air ball. Go back to the Trojans. That's great defense.
Absolutely amazing defense, showing the defensive potential of the Trojans. What they really want. I just think Thulin needs to take advantage. He's one of the most talented players on this team. I want to see him do screen and rolls with Reimer. They just need to simplify the basketball for them because they, coming in, are the seemingly more talented team. So all you need is just to slow it down, get it in the hands of your stars.
Stanton heaves at the buzzer. Wow, that one looked good from here, but it ended up missing the mark. And if you remember, Domas, one of the best players on this Stag team, has not played much at all because he's been in foul trouble. Can you imagine how much? Well, Yusuf is playing very hot right now. He's forced a few really good turnovers on the defensive side of the ball, but can you imagine how much better Stag would be playing if they had a guy like Domas in?
Especially, yeah, that shows the amazing coaching ability of Marty Strus as he's going with the hot hand. He trusts his guys. Yusuf Gerard, you're out there, you're playing great. You deserve to be out there. You're playing good defense. You're keeping Reimer quiet. At 2 points so far for Reimer and 3 fouls, it's been a nightmarish evening for him. And you'd really love to see him step up and be able to some screen and rolls, nice little kick game, maybe off the ball pick action with Stanton and Alex Miller to give a second option to the main ball handler Thulin, so then they don't just have one option going at a time. Play as a cohesive unit, because going into this one, you've played better, you've been better, you've played better opponents and beaten them by more than Stag has. So you just need to get back to the roots of basketball, since we know that going into this you are better. But Stag, maybe they aren't worse. Maybe they are better than DGN because they've been playing amazingly. They've been at the top of their game, and they've been forcing these issues with DGN. This is not DGN just shooting 1 for 20 from the field, and the reason why this hasn't been very good. They've been forcing these issues with DGN.
Certainly, and one of the reasons the Chargers are up, they've been able to play a deep bench. I mean, they've played 3 to 4 guys down, and that's what teams, if they're going to want to make runs in the Jack Tosh tournament, you got to have depth. You're playing 1 game a day. These games are competitive. They're not just sit back and relax games. But you have to have guys that, you have to have a bench that can run deep, and Stag has proved they can run with the big guys. Here's Reiner. Yusuf on him. Reiner now around the horn. The Trojans go. They find Miller. Around the horn again, now Thulin, now back to Stanton. Stanton, back to Thulin. Now just playing keep away, seems to be. Here's Stanton. What do they got? It looks like they got a little push. See who they give it to.
On Gilmore. Blocking, that's going to be his 3rd or 2nd.
So still a 2-possession game here in the South Gym. For those of you who are just tuning in, DGN started this game off 18-5, but it's been all Stag since. What do they got? They have a foul on Connor Williams. Yes, Connor Williams.
And that's exactly why you want to feed it into Reimer. Since he's so much bigger than all the players wearing white, he's going to get fouled if he goes up with it, and that gives you another opportunity with the reset shot clock.
You know what? I kind of like fouling before he puts that basket up, because it makes them reset their offense. Instead of getting an easy basket for your center, you're resetting the offense and forcing them a new shot clock, which is fine for the Chargers right now because they have the lead. They're fine with wasting a little clock and running it down right now. If I'm DGN, I just noticed Alex Miller did not take one single shot in the 3rd quarter. Not one shot. And he was red hot the whole first half. So if I'm them, you got to find a way to get him involved, like Josh mentioned earlier.
Exactly, and that shows you how much talent this team has. We've mentioned get it to Reimer, get it to Thulin, get it to Akawai, get it to Stan. That's their entire starting lineup. They're very talented. They just need to start getting open and getting good shots. They have to start taking their time and finding easy shots. Because Stanton, of course, has the confidence, rightfully so, to take hard shots. But right now, he hasn't been making any. You got to get easy layups and wide open threes for him and anyone else on the team.
And there he is for three, right on cue, but he misses. DGN grabs the board. Are they going to get another foul or just out of bounds?
Just out of bounds, it seems.
Yeah, but right on cue, they get a look for one of their best shooters, and he misses.
As you were saying, get it to Miller, good things will happen. Right there, that was a great look.
There's a jump ball. Ortiz loses it, and here come the Trojans. Swatted away by Yusuf, and they're going to get a foul on Yusuf now. So that's what, 4 straight fouls on the same possession?
Seems like it. Yusuf there using his mass to keep Reimer out of the post. Good post defense there by him, and I think that's why Strus has kept him in, as he is very strong and has been able to keep Reimer out of the positions that he wants to be in.
Wow, they just set a slip screen for him, but Yusuf did a great job and recognized it. Here's Reimer on Yusuf. Makes a great move, lays it up and in. Wow.
There's just not much you can do. A great drop step move by Reimer, and that's exactly what we were talking about. Get it to him, have the big man make the moves.
Here's Gilmore breaking the press. Carves his way to the basket, lays it up and in. Are you kidding me? Finger roll.
Little jelly on our sourdough bread.
Here comes Stanton. He gets an open 3 ball, puts it up, no good. Gets his own board though, fouls the shot like Josh mentioned earlier, and gets a basket.
Great job there by Stanton. Gave himself a good look, and now it's back within a 2-point game.
Here comes the Chargers. Gilmore downhill, gets swatted, but he gets his own miss. Wow, great hustle from Gilmore. And Backhart now back in. He had a great first half. We haven't seen much of him here in the second, but here he is. Here's Gilmore, clock down to 9. Step back, pulls a 3, that's gonna be short. That was definitely a lot of contact. There was no call though. As Gilmore's pickpockets and did he deflect it off DGN? He did. That's great defense from Gilmore.
Little James Harden special. You're getting beat on the fast break, and you just swat at it on their way down. On their way up, you swat at it, goes off their leg and out of bounds. Amazing defensive play from Gilmore, doing all the little things. Dribbling, passing. He hasn't put up a bunch in the scoreboard with only 4 points, but he's done everything else in such a spectacular fashion.
Gilmore now goes down. They're going to get a timeout. Great timeout by Coach Strus, even though they got rid of the ball, but not sure that's what you want to do if you give DGN the drawing board, see what they go to. What do you think DGN will go to out of this timeout after Stag gets their offensive possession? What are you doing on offense if you're the Trojans here?
If I'm then Thulin, Stanton across from each other just in case they bring out that ball press. And then Reimer, they took out Yusuf. They brought back in Domas Narcevic, and they brought him back in. He has been sitting on the bench. Those legs are cold. They are not warm, not ready to go. Have Reimer, another drop step, maybe a spin move into a baby hook. You never know what he can do on the block with his great footwork and size and superior length. Give it to him. Keep that momentum going inside. And then, of course, have the kick-out opportunity to Miller or Akawai, who are both great three-point shooters.
I cannot believe this is a second-round matchup. I mean, Josh, look around. This gym is packed to the brim. I know we have a ton of people viewing in. I looked at over 287 people watching. Thank you to all. If you just tuned in, DGN came out and had the lead at 18-5 at the first quarter, but since then, Stag has showed that they are a great team. Their record 11-2, and really proving that they are as good as their record shows. Win or lose this game, you have really proved to everyone that you can hang with the big boys and that you are definitely a team to watch out for in the state of Illinois.
Yes, this is very much like an away game for Stag, as Stag is much further away from Downers Grove North, which is, of course, in the same conference as York, therefore very close geographically to York.
Domas, three. You said his legs were cold, but he wanted that three ball. Are you kidding me? But I'd say that this whole gym is rooting for the upset. You think it's an away game? Yeah, it's a long drive, but it seems every time a shot goes in for Stag, the gym seems to be making a lot of noise. As here's Thulin. He drives, spin move, three ball. Miller, no good. Is that a charge? It is! It's a charge!
Wow.
Way to step in against the big man!
Narcevich's, what a great job stepping in. Big three, big charge. Amazing job from big number 44.
Wow, he has not played in a minute, like Josh said. First he comes in, hits a three, now takes a charge. That's about a 6-point swing if you ask me. Great job. And Gilmore now has it, the primary ball handler of this team.
Keeping Thulin on his toes all day with his amazing dribbles.
Here's Williams, finds Gilmore. Gilmore goes to the ground. They're going to get him for a travel. That's the right call there as he fell to the ground with the ball. And now we'll see what DGN has on offense.
It's just one of those unfortunate plays that is a part of basketball. If you slip and you don't keep your dribble, that's a travel.
Look at Domas versus Reimer, the AAU matchup for breakaway. Like Josh mentioned earlier, we haven't seen much of it because he's been in foul trouble, but now we're going to see what these guys are made of. Reimer now has it, finds Stanton. Stanton looking for his shot, carves away the basket, kicks it. Thulin, three ball, no good. Another uncharacteristic miss, but DGN gets the ball and forces a jump ball, but the arrow belongs to the Chargers.
Great job by Jamison Ordaway, the senior guard experience, be able to get the jump ball, but that's possession arrow in favor of the Chargers.
Connor Williams and Gilmore have done a great job breaking this press all night. I mean, it seems like at the beginning they struggled, but since then they have had no issue breaking this very intense defense that the Trojans play. There's a cut. Stanton picks it off. Here he comes down the floor. The commit drops a dime to Thulin. Three ball, no good. Although they'll get their own board. Stan kicks Thulin. Same shot. And this time he's going to miss again. Now Miller grabs the board. Miller turns around, lays it up, and it's an air ball. And Domas has it. And a foul on Miller. Stag will keep it. And a foul. One more, and they'll be in the bonus.
There's a seemingly lid on top of that basket, especially from deep for DGN. Thulin missing three in a row, and it seems, to my remembrance, DGN is now 0 for 6 in their last 6 three-point attempts. That is a huge possession with many opportunities and 0 points.
Great
for
job
the
by
Trojans.
Domas to come get the ball there. That clock was running down. They could have gotten a 5-second violation if it weren't for him. Now here comes Williams. Kicks to Domas, really looking for a shot. He gets fouled by his teammate, Reiner. 5-point lead for the Stag. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. And a timeout called by the Trojan. This gym is going crazy for the Chargers. They're loving it. Coach Drews is loving it. We're going to take a short break. Stag 50, DGN 45. You're watching York Sports Network.
Don't go anywhere.
Hello everyone and welcome back from the quick break. Stag's got the ball up 5. Williams gets it into Gilmore. Gilmore drives to the basket and it's a loose ball. Picked up by Thulin. Here comes Thulin down the floor. Kicks it, corner 3 from the senior. He misses. Backhart gets the rebound, and Gilmore now has it. Kicks to Williams. Williams down the floor. Hits Ortiz. Ortiz drives, pulls up, baseline, got it! David Ortiz knocks down a huge jumper. Stagg is starting to feel it. Feeling it. The upset. It's brewing in here, baby. Stanton, 3-ball. Almost got it, plus the foul, but he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
That is huge. That's Gilmore's third foul with 3 minutes remaining. That's an important foul right there. Him and Narcevicius both with 3. So we'll see how they play it defensively now, because no matter what, that is playing in the back of the heads of every defender when you start to get in foul trouble. Stanton missed the first.
That's so uncharacteristic of Stanton. We know he's a big leader for this team. He's committed to play at a Princeton team that's playing very good basketball right now in the Ivy League. He knocks down the second. But I couldn't agree more, Josh. They definitely, Gilmore's got to be careful in foul trouble, and I feel like guys like Stanton, like you mentioned, are going to have to start coming out of their shell and taking shots that heroes would take for their team, especially Thulin. He's going to have to start knocking down threes, as we know they relied on him a lot in that first half.
2 for 3 from the line. Not perfect, but definitely efficient. So they're going to call a push on Connor Williams, and he is not happy about that call.
Okay, so that's Williams' second foul. Not going to hurt him too much, but definitely is going to hurt this team, as there's only 3 minutes left. Still plenty of time for the Trojans to climb back in the game. They're still in it, but plenty of time for them to get the lead back. Just not the mistake you want to make.
The most important thing is now, because of the new rules at the Tosh, which fouls reset every quarter, and the bonus is now 5, so 2 shots for every foul for DGN now.
Stanton, 3-ball. He got it! Jackson, the Princeton star, got it! And now Williams and the Chargers have the ball. Here's Thulin. Williams keeping him on his toes. Gets it to Gilmore. Stanton on Gilmore. Gilmore looking for his shot. Hits Ortiz. Ortiz back to Gilmore. They get it to Williams. Williams drives. What are they going to get? What they call it? Just a personal?
Hand check, I think.
On Thulin? Yeah, Thulin will get a foul.
And on that big 3 right there, that shows exactly what we were talking about. Gilmore did not jump or get in the face of Stanton at all. He did your typical closeout, hands up, but at this level with this sort of talent, that doesn't really do anything. You have to truly contest the shot.
Here goes Gilmore, drives to the lane, gets it! Gilmore, are you kidding me? Back to a 2-possession game.
With only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, that is a huge 2 possessions. Timeout. DGN.
I mean, if you're Stagg, you got the Trojans, the number 7 ranked Trojans, on their heels. You're looking to deliver that 1-2 punch. They got the first punch. Can they deliver the knockout one and win this game? Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. Hello, everyone, and welcome back from the short break. I'm Christian McQuaid. With me is Josh Melvin, and we got ourselves a nail-biter here in the South Gym. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remain, so it's still plenty of time. But as of right now, the Chargers lead by 4 against the number 7 ranked team in the state, and definitely the favorite to win this tournament, the DGN Trojans. GN gets the ball in barely enough time. They find Stanton. Stanton, that's a deep three. Bang, bang, bang!
Oh my goodness!
Jack Stanton shows everyone why he's the star of this team. Are you kidding me?
Thulin with some great high effort defense.
Kickball violation. So now it's only down to a 1-point lead for the Chargers.
It's a huge man bucket by Jack Stanton.
Wow. Stanton just silences the whole gym here at York. Everyone's rooting for Stag in this gym. Silences the crowd. Now only down to a 1-point game, and Connor Williams and the Chargers have the ball. Williams hits Gilmore. Gilmore makes a great move. He shook Thulin off pretty well there. Williams has it again. Finds Backhart. Backhart to Gilmore. Shot clock at 14. Gilmore and Williams just playing a little bit of keep away. They're going to hold for a later shot in the shot clock. Williams drives past his defender. Kicks it. Ortiz. Ortiz, step back, Chuck. No good. Now the Trojans have a chance to take the lead. Here's a deep ball to the corner. Now Thulin has it. 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining. 25 on the shot clock, and Stanton and the Trojans got a chance to get the lead back. Stanton looking to go ISO with Gilmore. Stanton rises, mid-range, no good. It's an air ball, but it didn't hit the rim. Shot clock at 5. Someone's gonna have to chuck. They got a timeout. So they're gonna have a timeout in 3 seconds to draw up a play. Wow, this is absolute chaos in this gym and upset brewing. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. Hello everyone, welcome back to the South Gym for some Jack Tosh basketball. Josh, what do you think that the Trojans have to do? They got 3 seconds on the clock to get a shot off. What would you do if you're in their position here?
The obvious answer is the correct answer. Stanton is feeling it now. He's on a hot streak now. 5 points since his last run of cold misses. So get it to him. If not, get it to one of the best three-point shooters, but he's probably going to be taking it out. That's Miller. Never mind, they're going to have Thulin taking it out. So first look Stanton, second look Miller. Either way, put up a 3, because that's all you really have time for, is the defense will be tight down low.
Here's Thulin, he gets it in. Here's a 3 ball for Miller. Great contest, and it's blocked. Williams got it, but there's a jump ball. What do they got? It's got to be a jump ball, right? They have a shot
clock. They're calling a jump, I think.
Stanton.
These refs are very low key. I can't really tell what the signals are.
And it's going to be a jump ball. The arrow belongs to the Trojans. They'll get a fresh 35.
But why would that be a fresh 35?
They can't hold for the last shot because there's a 10-second difference between shot and game clock. Wait, are they putting the clock at 3? What are they going to do? They're running the clock down. The shot clock guy, are they going to put the clock down to 3?
I think they're going to have to put it to 1. There was 4 on the clock going into that last possession. Yeah, they're going to run it down to 1.
What do you run here? Like an alley-oop? Inbound alley-oop or something?
I guess so. You got to get Reimer back in the game. Reimer was on the bench for that last one. But I feel like your best chance is throw it up, have him tip it up, or maybe have Thulin running like it's a route, just a go route, jump up and get it. Have him start at the half-court line, sprint towards the basket, and a little float off the inbound is about as much as you can do.
Stag fans are liking it. Oh, it's a fresh 35. For which team? So it's going to be Stag ball. The shot clock violation came before the jump ball. Stag ball, fresh 35, and a chance to deliver a knockout punch against a very good DGN team. Thank you to all 500 people watching our stream right now. 500 viewers in the second round. That's awesome. Gotta love the Jack Tosh tournament. You never know what's going to happen.
The Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Tune in for the rest of the games as you know it's going to be good basketball.
If you're tuning in to Jack Tosh, you are guaranteed a good game. Doesn't matter if it's a game like this or something tight. We're going to get back to the game. Here's Williams trying to break the press. He's really struggling. They find Gilmore. They got to get it over the timeline. They will. They find Backhart. Back to Williams. 10-second shot or clock difference between shot and game clock. Here goes Gilmore. Finds Backhart. They're just going to play keep away until there's about 10 seconds left on the clock.
Williams with it. You're looking at Hammer Ortiz to take the shot. 2 leaders in points right now.
Great timeout.
Smart timeout. You have 2 to give left. 2 timeouts. No fouls to give.
That's a great timeout by Coach Truce. And you know, he's got the basketball genes, great IQ. He's coached a terrific game, giving his team a chance to beat an amazing Downers Grove North basketball team. We're going to step aside. You're watching.
We're going to stay right here. What will happen next? That is the question. We don't know. But Downers Grove North, very integral play. If you look at the possession arrow, folks, it is in the favor of DGN. So on the defensive end here, if they're just going to keep holding it, try and get that ball, try and hold on to it for that split second to get that jump ball call, and you immediately turn the tides and put the pressure on this Stag defense. I think you really have to rely on the amazing defense and overwhelming defense of Owen Thulin. He does have 4 fouls, but with this amount of time left, and the way the score is looking right now, it is most likely not going to be overtime with the 1-point difference. And I think Thulin needs to be aggressive even though he has 4 fouls.
I got to think this is a drive to the basket and possibly a driving kick 3 or just a layup. That's what I would do if I'm Coach Drews. I'd go back to the board.
Oh.
They're just going to chuck it up. That's going to go off DGN, though. That's a very risky pass. If I'm Coach, I'm just burning a timeout. You know, you got 1 left, actually. I don't know.
I would have burnt the timeout there. That's the 5-second. You're in prime position. You don't know if you're going to get the ball back. There's about an 11-second difference between the two clocks. But get a layup here. Force them to make the 3.
Here goes Gilmore. Oh, my goodness. I think he went over and back. They didn't call it, though. Gilmore goes to the cup. Didn't get the shot up. It's going to go back to the Trojans. 9 seconds and a chance to win this game and advance to the next round of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic.
As they say, ball don't lie. He definitely went over and back. He kept his pivot foot back, but that first foot went over. And the basketball gods struck down and ended that possession, which was extremely important for Stag. Up 1. This is amazing for DGN. Any shot wins it. Any bucket wins it for the Trojans. We'll see what they're able to do.
I gotta think they're going to the cup here, Josh. I don't think. Timeout, exactly. That's the great job. And they got another timeout left, so they can spend another if they don't like what they come out here with out of the timeout. Oh my goodness, Josh, what a game here in the South Gym. Like I mentioned, this place is packed to the brim. No seats open. People standing from the doors. No one is leaving this gym until this clock expires.
Everyone is entranced, and so are you, the viewer. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. This is one of the most exciting games of the Tosh, and like you've said a million times.
Tosh history.
Tosh history, quite possibly. As this is the second round. between the #1 seed and the Stag team that is probably middle of the pack seeded-wise.
9 or 8 seed, I'd say.
9 or 8 seed. That shows you the depth and talent of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic and why you have to keep tuning in to York Sports Network as this tournament moves along into its 3rd, 4th, and final day. Stanton inbound there.
A look here, they're going with a stack on a full court press breaker. Stanton inbound. Miller, Thulin, they all run everywhere. They're gonna get it up the middle. Give and go, back to Stanton. Stanton drives, kicks, Thulin, pump fakes, 3 balls up. No good, and Stag has it, but it went on a bounce on Stag. TGN's got a chance at the last shot. They could have won the game with the board.
Narcevius knocked it out of Hijaz's hands. Little miscommunication there.
This is a similar situation to the past game where Palatine just went off a buzzer beater against Riverside Brookfield. The question is, what does DGN have left in the tank?
3 straight games here at the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic, 49th edition, come down to the last possession.
Here's the play. They are going to call a timeout. That's what I would do. Great job. Go to the board here. All right, Josh, I've asked this question many times, but if you were in the coach's position, I know you're going to say Stanton, but what kind of shot are you drawing up? Or maybe it's not Stanton. What do you think?
I think you got to get Reimer back in there. Do a pick with Reiner. He's so big, it's hard to get around. I want to do top of the key pick at the elbow in that area. Stanton or Miller, both great shot makers, downhill. You need to get him going downhill. I know everyone wants the big 3-ball shot. They want the step back 3, but like you said last game, Connor May of Palatine, you know what? He hit a layup. That's because they got him open under the basket. You need the easiest shot. You got 1.5 seconds left. There's no time to readjust, nothing. All you have time for is a catch and shoot, and that's it. And the highest percentage is under the basket. So multiple screens, a little Spain pick and roll around the edge. You have Stanton coming around. Looks like Miller's going to screen for him.
And here it is. It's a lob. Up.
Oh!
That's it. Oh my goodness, that's it. That's it. A lob for the win. And DGN wins it at the buzzer. Are you kidding me? He was wide open.
As they dogpiled him on the sideline.
Wins it at the buzzer. Are you kidding me? The Chargers are in disbelief. They can't believe it. They thought they had it won. What a play. Drawn up by the Trojans.
And what a shot by Akawai. What a great job showing resilience and coming back. That's all in the coaching. Amazing job by Downers Grove North.
All right. Thanks to everyone who's tuning in. I'm going to have a post-game interview coming up with the one, the only Jack Stanton. And stay tuned for it. It's going to be good. Don't go anywhere, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for this post-game interview. You're watching York Sports Network. All right, guys, I'm joined here by 2 of the best players from this game. All right, you guys have nerves right now. This game was crazy. Take us through that game plan and how you guys executed. And what was that play? Was that the main play, or was that the second option in that?
We're just going as hard as possible. We're pressuring them as hard as possible. On that last one, we've been practicing that all week, all year, and we finally just made it happen.
That's awesome. And Jack, you played a tremendous game. When you guys were down, you kept your team in the game. What do you think you guys did that gave yourselves a chance to win, and why did you guys come out on top tonight?
I think it's just my teammates hustling everywhere, getting me open on screens and stuff. I mean, I'll credit them. They put in the work every single day, and I get all the credit for doing almost nothing. So just all credit to my teammates. They got me open on everything.
All right, thank you guys for everything. Good luck future in the tournament. Great job, guys.